What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shar. Come here with me. Come here with me. Yes, honey, you get the picture. Listen, today we're going to have a conversation where two people can communicate. There must be a messenger and there must be a receiver. This is not a chat for children, so if you are a child, you probably should exit stage left. All right, healing as in accepting, acknowledging, and digesting. We know you get all choked up every time you got to digest something, but it's a necessary tool to grow. Let me see who's in the chat. I see y'all coming on in. Make it do what it do what it do. Hi, Demetra. How are you? And welcome to the chat. I'm blessed. What's up? Make it do what it do what it do. I see you, Pamela. What's up, babes? Bella in the building, sure. Cause I ain't sleep with you last night. Absolutely not. What's up, babes? What's up? Cricket 22 says good afternoon, Shar, and everyone in the chat. What's up? I see y'all. I see y'all. Audrey says hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. What's up? Choice Design says, hey, Shar, I love you. I love you back, honey. I love you back. Listen, y'all know this is a little different from my time, but I've been struggling with my 5:30 time with the kids' sports. So I'm just going to wing it, and whoever shows up, shows up. Whoever catch the replay, catch the replay. Just make sure, however, you hit that like button when you get here, and make sure you leave a comment so I can know what you guys are thinking. Hey, from Louisiana, make do what else do what it do. Mia, what's up? Welcome to the chat. We ain't sleep with you last night. What's up? I see you, Claudia. Hey, babes, make it do what it do what it do. Oh man, we got so much to talk about. I don't know if I'm gonna be here for a full hour, but if it lasts a full hour, I have a full hour, okay? But if it doesn't, it is what it is. We just gonna talk until we can't talk no more. Cause I know y'all got something to say. I did just do a video on the situation with Stormy and Miss Black Titanic. If you guys did not get a chance to watch that, go watch the video. I did get everyone's let me hold on, guys. I did get everyone's DM yesterday about the situation. Y'all know I don't be trying to come talk with nothing. I had to watch it twice. I laughed the first time, but when I really tapped into it and got the gist of what was going on, I stopped laughing. I stopped laughing. Hi, Bridget. How are you? And welcome to the chat. I see you, Regina. Make us do what else do what it do. I pray you guys are all having an amazing Tuesday. Amazing Tuesday as to I. Listen, y'all can't be messing around here and let nobody destroy y'all day. Keep pushing, keep thugging it out. It is what it is, right? Stuff happens to the best of us, and we got to come back, swallow our pride, or we got to come back, apologize. Listen, stuff happens to the best of us. That's for the content creators and the people we doing the content on. You know what I mean? Like it happens to the best of us. And sometimes we do lose our mind or lose our cool. It's okay. It's not okay, but it is okay, right? You can live again. It's okay. Um, Siobhan, hi. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We ain't sleep with you last night. Make it do what it do, what it do. I see you, Victoria. What's up? What's up? Listen, y'all know what? Let's start with the Stormy situation. Then we'll get to Martell and this non-gift situation, right? And never to return. Okay, sure. I mean, I was so shocked. I did giggle. Listen, y'all know my laugh will make you mad as hell, right? Bella, my laugh will make you mad as hell. So the fact that nobody was here and understood what I was talking about or what I was looking at, I laughed to myself, which made me seem kind of cray cray. But I was chuckle at first, not for anybody being attacked, but I couldn't believe what I was seeing or hearing, right? Um, and then when I tapped in, besides laughing, and I realized what was going on, and it was bigger than Black Titanic showing up with her camera. And then I was able to come back and and make a rational decision and a rational response to the situation. Hi, Travanisa. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Hi, Tanja. How are you? And welcome to the chat. We didn't sleep with you last night. Yes, so definitely when I tapped in and realized what was going on and I stopped being my silly self, I was able to grade the situation accordingly. It's unfortunate that it was Miss Black Titanic that it happened to. It's unfortunate there was Stormy that was involved in it, right? Because everybody knows Stormy isn't my first choice of character on the Love and Marriage Huntsville show. I think she has so much more that she could be bringing to the table, and I just feel like she has. I don't think she's strong enough for the choices that she made, but That does not make it right for any of us, whether it was me, whether it was whoever. I'm just naming people, right? Whatever, whether it was me or another content creator, it does not give us a right to pull up on somebody, and hurt them. Although, let me be very clear, I don't think that Black Titanic did anything to hurt her, nor was she bothering her. Right now, we have choices. You guys hear me? If you follow me on Instagram at Healthy Living with Shar, I talk about healthy living being a choice. We have choices whether we're going to respond or not respond. I'm not always the kid cool on the cool kid on the block, right? Sometimes I'm a little agitated just off the strength of who I am. I'm just agitated sometimes. But because I made a conscious decision that a lot of stuff should not tick me off, I'm able to bring that thing back around. So in a moment of distress or unsureness, you have to really find that place where you're able to say, hold up, sis really just tried me. Okay. And you have to bring it back, because if your business is all that you're saying it is, and I don't know if it is or it isn't, because I'm not coming for the business, nor am I talking about the business. I ain't got nothing to say about the business. Beauty, do your thing, right? But what I will say, if your business is as big as it is, and that moment you have more than enough time to think about your response, right? Because I got to bring it to everybody, right? Your response in that moment, as soon as Courtney saw her with that camera and he saw her, instead of him saying, nah, whatever he said, because I couldn't make out what he said, he had an opportunity to say, we don't want, the shop to be, the warehouse to be filmed. We rather you guys just, leave the premises. And if you guys want to get anything, here's the card. I guess Stormy might have been looking out the window, honey, and she got a win and she came darting out there like a raging bull. However, her words was distasteful. It was not okay the way she responded to Black Titanic at all. But what I'm thinking about, if my mother was out there and my mother went to a private place, a public place or private, I don't know if it's private or public. I'm just hearing so many stories. I don't know what it is. So I'm not going to speak whether it was private or public, because hell, I don't know, nor do I care. I do know that in any event that something is going on, we have a choice how to respond and how to respond and when to respond. I don't think that Stormy was thinking rational when she responded, and nor was she strong enough to respond in the proper manner. I believe Courtney snapped because he probably get the pillow talk with his wife, right? And he knows how much she really is struggling, in my opinion. So I believe that's why he snapped out. When I realized that the situation was not about Black Titanic showing up, and Titanic was really recording a lot of stuff that was going on in that little plaza. So I don't know what she was there for. I know what she said she was there for. I don't really care, honestly. But I'm just thinking rational about the two situations. How could Stormy have responded differently, and how this could have went left, right? This could have went left because Stormy was clearly on edge. And you guys can disagree with me if you want. I still love you anyway, right? Stormy was clearly on edge. And when she started crying, she was saying that the YouTubers are weird, right? Keep showing up, and she called Black Titanic a couple names and old this and all that. Disrespectful as hell. But when she said all they do is keep talking about me, that let me know in that moment that this was bigger than the Love and Marriage Huntsville or the YouTubers or the bloggers per se. Stormy is going through a storm, okay? Whether we want to acknowledge it or not, she is going through something. And I say that to say what she's going through is none of my business. I don't even care, right? But I say that to say you don't never know what somebody is going through, the hints to why you don't put yourself in certain situations. Let me tell you, I'm a firecracker by nature. I will boom, 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 boom. Even at 36, I'm not even going that far for content. To each his own. I would listen. If y'all got them resources and you're nearby, do your thing. But because we have watched Stormy on numerous occasions type on that computer in her story that she suffered from mental I don't want to say illness because I don't know. Whatever. She suffered from certain type of illnesses, right? And she struggles with that. Coming to her right state of mind, she wouldn't have been the first person I pulled the hell up on. Because listen, I don't know what the hell you're gonna come out that warehouse with. You might have been ready for whatever. And I wasn't ready. Okay. All I was trying to do was record you. And I was trying to get my content and I was trying to say this is where Stormy work at. And you done came out with the firecracker and child, now I gotta duck and run. It's gonna be a hell none for me, right? So all I'm saying is, with a situation like this could have ended very nasty, guys. Courtney could have been tired of his wife experiencing something and came out like pow. God forbid, and thank God it didn't happen. Her family that was in there that was working with her could have thought she was under attack the way Stormy was screaming and carrying on. could have came out and reacted before assessing the situation, and it could have been a rat-tat-tat situation, right? So we have to be careful as content creators that we don't escalate things that could have been avoided. Now, I love Black Titanic. I think what she do is amazing. I think her strength is amazing. So I'm not coming for her nor the situation. All I'm simply saying is for anybody that wants to go as far as coming to these places, a residency. I see a lot of people were saying in the chat that she's no different than any other celebrity. People can show up where they want. You're absolutely correct. But you have to also make a conscious decision. Is it worth me possibly losing my life? Because we don't never know what somebody's thinking. Let me see what y'all saying. I know I was ranting for a minute. Hold on a minute. You guys are all speaking. I am left wondering if someone is in that situation, has multiple personalities to go from talking bad to being scared and go into little girl crying mode. Danja, it's actually you're absolutely right. But that's more of a reason why she's unpredictable, right? I'm not I'm not messing with nobody that's unpredictable. If I can't figure you out, I'm not messing with you because I don't know when you're gonna flip the hell out. So that's why I don't put myself into situations like that. I don't I never know how somebody's going to respond to me. And if you're really showing me all these different personalities on numerous occasions, we don't have to go into Stormy's house. We don't have to go into a warehouse to see her flip back and forth like that. We don't need nobody to change the channel for us. We can see the unbalancedness, right? Hence to why you don't pull up to nobody. The greatest point she made up in all of that was that's how people get pow pow. I think that was an awesome point because while we're just trying to get our content and do what we're doing and lottie and gagging and doing, record this, record that, somebody just down the street or down the road could be just at the end of that road and ready for whatever. And here we are just recording just simple stuff. You know what I mean? So we have to be careful with stuff like that. Black Titanic did nothing wrong. At least I don't think so. All I'm saying is, can we be, and you guys don't have to agree with me. I don't want this to be a chat where you agree with me because that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for anybody to agree with me. I'm just stating my opinion and what I feel. That we just have to be safe, right? And it just happened to be Black Titanic this time, but it could be anybody that this went left on, right? She came back and she rebutted and she said that the warehouse is not open to the public. This is the information you guys can have if you need to order online. Um, it's a private parking lot. Filming is not allowed. Blah 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 blah. And it is what it is. But that statement should have been made before you lost your wire. I think you could have did it in a tasteful way. One, because she's older. Two, because she's an adult just like you are. And three, it just wasn't a good look on your business. However, I do understand the frustration. I do. And that's all I'm saying. He shows up to get a check. Melody set up and disrespected entire family by Carlo Queen. This is not acceptance. Absolutely not, Fletcher. I agree. Good evening, Shar. Hey, May, make it do what it do, what it do. People said they pull up to her warehouse all the time to purchase. Oh, okay, Mia. Thank you. I didn't know that, right? So that's why I said she's trying to do damage control and she's saying that it's not open, right? And Titanic said she was just there because she had a lot of friends that was ordering and they weren't swift enough to order, so she was just going to give her their orders to her. But Courtney nor Stormy gave her the opportunity to explain, right? So it was just like one of those situations that was an easy fix. They could have shut the hell up and gave Black Titanic a chance to explain why she was there, and then we would have saw the real results. I don't see no harm in it. However, I never know what somebody thinking. So because you've been showing me your A all this time to kiss, honey, I'm not pulling up on somebody like Stormy. Child, I don't. You just embarrassed your whole cousin on TV. You're unpredictable in my book, right? I'm not pulling up on somebody like you. You ain't gonna take my life early, okay? I'm trying to see Jesus and be here with these 6 kids. It's gonna be a hell no for me. Let's see. Hi, beautiful. What's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Nikki, hey Nikki, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Overcomer says, right? Child of God says, thankful Tuesday, Shar. What's up, child of God? Make it do what it do, what it do. Stormy definitely had a meltdown and did, and I can agree with you. Her A is bipolar, in my opinion. Child, listen. And that's one person I ain't pulling the hell up on. I'm trying to see Jesus at the end of the night. Okay, speak truth. I'm trying to review our. Um, Hey, Cynthia, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We ain't sleep with you last night. Stormy did not think she was, wait a minute. Stormy did not think she just responded. And she did, Pamela. That is the true statement. She is one that did the what you said and what she heard and what you meant allegedly. Yeah, I agree with you, Pamela. Black Titanic didn't even get to the door. She didn't. I saw she was walking up on a curve, and there Courtney was. What you doing here? What they was like the peeping times. They was looking out them blinds. They was waiting for a Titanic to pull up. They was ready for whatever. And it's unfortunate that it was Black Titanic in this situation. It sucks that it was her. But here we go. She just happened to be the next one, and she was on edge. It could have just went left. I'm not coming nowhere near you, Stormy. You got it, sis. Do what you want to do in that warehouse. I'm good. Okay. I agree with Shar. We are living in dangerous times. We don't know what we're walking into into these days. Betty, say it again. I'm just making a clear point. This is a clear point. We see this all the time where people just snap out and you be like, oh, all I did was touch his shoelace. Well, you ain't know touching the shoelace was the last freaking time that he was going to snap and somebody touched the shoelace and bullied the man 10 years ago and he was still sticking with that and you done touched the shoelace, reminded this man of him being bullied in school and he done took your life early. Was it worth it? And because we don't know how somebody else is thinking, we have to think safety at all times. I don't give a dang on how you slice and dice that thing, put it in a blender, chop it the hell up. Matter of fact, bake it, boil it, however you want to do it. Put it in the deep fryer, air fryer, however you want to do it. Safety should always be first. Bottom line. Hell, when I get furious, I cry. That's when we need to move. Terry said again, I'm a big crier by nature, believe it or not, right? And I'm also like on the flip side of that, I'm a worshiper, right? So I'm like a give God all, like like when I get down there and I give like I'm in my prayer time, like I'm like releasing. So I don't like to be like touched, like I don't like to be tested. I don't like to be pushed. I know that's a part of life, but when they do that, I'm like, all right, Lord Jen, you've been working on me all week long, and here these folks come messing with me. You're gonna have to do what you do, God, because these folks done got me messed up. However, because I've been in prayer all week and I've been manifesting and I've been standing in the gap for different things in different situations, I know when somebody is pressing up against me, back up, think about it, do what you do. I'm going through something right now. I can't understand it. It ain't got nothing to do with me, but I'm a little frustrated, okay? But because it don't have nothing to do with me, I've learned not to insert my nose in something that's bothering me, but have nothing to do with me. Does that make sense? Sure, I can, but you're right. I never thought about it. I never thought about it. Wait a minute. Sure, I can't, but you're right. I never thought about it that way. I just felt like I couldn't be my grandmother. Of course not. We all be stepping in. You know what I mean? Like, huh, who you talking to, boo boo? Kitty. Okay? Because she's going to have to back up that talk. Exactly, Bella. None of us really thought about that. Like I said, when it first came across my screen, I chuckled. You know, my laugh will make somebody mad. I laughed silently to myself, hard as hell. But when I thought about it and I looked at her rage and I looked at her meltdown, it was bigger than her having a tantrum. This child is going through something. And it's like going into a psychiatric institution and be like, I'm gonna touch everybody in here, knowing they strapped the beds and wheelchairs and stuff. I ain't touching you. You crazy as hell, and I don't know when you're gonna snap it. It ain't gonna be on Shar. Okay. Carla says Martell knew multiple times. Melody said he was not invited, and production team are all fraud for having them there. Melody needs to put her foot down and get another show on. Carla, let's step into it since you introduced it. Why not? Okay. Listen, I saw so many comments that day that I dropped that video. If you missed it with Melody, I forget the title that it was, but basically the title was production ignored Melody requests. I saw so many comments in there. Some I deleted, some I left and just put a heart because sometimes you can't argue with folks, right? With that being said, I saw so many comments says that's her dad. I mean, their dad. She could have let him in the party. What freaking part don't y'all understand? It was her party. Okay? He brought his sorry tale to a party that he was not invited to Production decided to ignore her request to say, I'm going to enjoy my baby's birthday party without a camera in my face, without all these producers in my children's face, without my children walking on eggshells. And they decided to get a glimpse of the chaos to get the show going or get the show with its fuel that it needed to do, that they ignored everything about her safety in that moment. She didn't have to let him into the party. And then somebody else said, well, she let him on vacation. And she quickly learned that was a bad deal going bad, a bad dope deal going bad. Okay? It was bad dope. Bottom line. She quickly learned that. She tried it and it didn't work. So once she realized what kind of dude she was dealing with on the co-parenting level, she says, up, this ain't gonna work for me. So while I try to bring us back collectively and work together as a team so our children can see healthiness, I quickly gotta don't you do that. Pop on her head, and God was knocking at her door at the same time. You better not. And she said, all right, Lord, I hear you. And with that being said, so now I'm in a place where I have to make a conscious decision whether it's sting for my children or not, or sting for the father of my children, that we can't do this together. I have to make a conscious decision that we will no longer party together. And that's okay. But here's the thing that really triggered the hell out of my nerves. Did y'all forget that she said, come back later? You can have them later. It was still her day. So she wasn't coming from a vindictive place, because if she was, she would have said, this whole entire day belonged to me. You're going to have to try again tomorrow. But instead, she said, come back later. Did the bro come back? Because clearly she said, he ain't never returned. And he walked through the party like he was somebody King Tucker. Shoot, they going to tell me what I could do with my daughters. I'm going to be here. I'm going to go to that party. And he purposely walked his bald-headed tail over there to them children after Mariah was looking back like, dang, what my mom and them talking about? Walked over there to them children like, daddy here. And he probably said to them, I don't know if he did, but he looked like the kind of sucker that would have turned around to them kids and was like, yeah, mommy said we can't party together. Because you that kind of stupid. You that kind of stupid. You know what I mean? And that's why I say, pick and choose your battles wisely. That could have went left. That's another situation that could have went left. What would have happened if Melody family, who has been watching you disrespect this girl on numerous occasions, talk about their family, talk about who ain't good enough to watch the kids or who is, would decide that let me just get them one final time. Now your kids not only got to see you getting rejected from a party or put the hell out of party, about to get the cops called on you. Now they got to see you get your tail whooped. You never really cared self, in Melody words. Listen. So with that being said, it didn't have to be this way. All you had to do was not show the hell up. And if it was about them kids, can you tell us why you didn't come back? Why didn't you come back when the party was over? Why didn't production put you in the same truck they brung your behind over to go crash a party and say, let's go get your kids and get some ice cream? If they was that concerned about you being at a party. Clicks and views. We gotta stop. Okay? And women, do better. Stop saying anything out your mouth. Y'all be saying anything. It's not okay for somebody to invade your space in such a irritating, obnoxious way, and you have to allow it just because they hold a title of your ex-husband, current husband, you're about to get separated, or your baby daddy, somewhat baby daddy, in between baby dad, good for nothing type of baby dad, whatever the hell it looked like. We got to stop saying they are the children's daddy. I don't give a damn who they are. At the end of the day, if you can't think rational and treat me accordingly along with these children, I'm going to have to make some decisions. And it might not be in your favor. Figure deal me? Okay. Hey, ABK, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We ain't sleep with you last night. Make it do what it do, what it do. Stormy was, oh, wait a minute. Oh, trespasser at Madonna. She was. She wasn't cursed out or disrespected. She wasn't. That's why I said I agree. She disrespected Black Titanic to the fullness. She didn't have to do that. Even if she was, trespassing or not trespassing, it was a way you could have went about it. That's why I said that her anger was coming from another place. It ain't had nothing to do with Black Titanic. She thought about the situation and that she was on live. How do you get out of your mess up, Karen? You cry? I don't think Miss Black Titanic was wrong. It's a public lot. Okay, Trevon. I don't listen. I want to be very clear. I don't think that she was wrong either. I'm just thinking safety, right? I'm just thinking, was it worth it? Because the way Stormy was on edge, think about it. It could have went left. That's all I'm saying. I don't think she did anything wrong. I don't know what her intentions was, not trying to figure them out because I love Black Titanic. However, I'm just thinking safety. Simply, that's all I'm talking about. You had your camera out. You was like, hey, there's a couple stores in this parking lot, and there go Candace Beauty that she was not sure of because it had like black. I don't know. It didn't even have a sign on the door, like they was hiding out or something. So she was not sure that it was the place. She was gonna walk up and get a close up, and then it just went left from there. But all I'm saying is, with what Stormy has been exhibiting online, it wasn't so smart. That's all I'm saying. Yes, she was very respectful. Absolutely. BT stated that they never even walked. They didn't walk to the door. The video showed they never walked to the door. You're right, to the door and was in the parking lot. You're right about that. A few doors down, Stormy and Courtney were on the rah rah choices. Yep, they definitely they did not walk up there. Courtney came out before she even got up the curve. Okay. For 2,500 worth of products that Black Titanic wanted to purchase, I would make a warehouse available. Mia said, cut it all out. Let's cut to the chase, honey. Listen, give it here, Black Titanic. I got you. Okay, I got a warehouse. They can purchase for me. Get me up off the ground. I got you, honey. Her cousin was in the shop when she had her meltdown. Yeah, it could have went left. Seriously. This but wait a minute. The cousin that wait a minute. Wait a minute. Siobhan, was that the cousin that she fired on TV? Let me know. I need to know. Okay. This wasn't a couple dollars. This was nice order Black Titanic wanted to put in. Yeah, that's what they said, man. Why was it not a big sign on the door where they would tell the customers to go online? But I guess maybe they thought if wait a minute, if they when they were there, they can get the items right then and there. I don't know, but you got a good point, Carla. She's a public figure. She can't have it both ways. Hey Z, what's up? Make it do what it do, what it do. I agree. Child of God says that's a prime example of how dangerous people are, in my opinion. Yep. You couldn't say that any better. Bridget says, right, Z, but what are they pulling up to purchase? I guess Black Titanic said that she was there because I guess it was like $2,500 worth of products that her elderly friends wanted to purchase. They're not computer savvy, so they had no idea how to go on the computer and make the order. So Black Titanic says, instead of me going and individually ordering all this stuff for people and people trusting me with their money, I was going to give the money to Stormy and tell her these are the people names. Can you put the orders in for them? That's the story. I paraphrased it because it wasn't her exact words, but that's what she said. But she never got a chance to even tell them because Courtney came out like, what? Attack, tat, 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 tat. And then it just went haywire from there. But the friend that Black Titanic was with was ready for whatever. Okay, she said, I ain't sleep with y'all last night, and I don't owe none of y'all explanation. We here because we here. Okay. I can. 71 watching, please close the chat and highlight your like button. Thank you, Tanja. I appreciate that. They wanted their items now. Now, not 6 months later. They was right there. What was the problem? If a lot of folks was saying that they do it all the time, I believe somebody gave them a heads up. That makes a lot of sense, Carla. That's why I love coming to my checkmates because y'all be making it make sense. It could be. ABK says Stormy is a mean girl. Woo, child. Mean, mean, mean. Overcomer says makes sense. Absolutely. Stormy probably saw the negative videos done. Yeah, because she was on Black Titanic. She said that Black Titanic go around to different type of people establishment connected to the show. So she's been watching Black Titanic. So she was ready. Okay. Stormy probably saw the negative videos done on her by Black Titanic because she knew who Black Titanic. Yep. Did videos on trying to find the location of the warehouse. Yep, that's what I was saying in my last video, Terry. I remember Black Titanic saying that not in a negative way. I don't think that's where she was coming from. At least when I heard the video, I didn't get that take. I just thought she was trying to find a location. She was like she moved it from this area, and this is where she is now. But I haven't been able to find it. And when she thought she found it, this happened. So look, I don't know. Stormy Mouth is trash, and I do believe she is nasty person. Wait a minute. She is a nasty person, but was faking it when she first met Melody. Ooh, child. Listen, Carla, she definitely was. She did what she had to do to get her spot, and apparently it worked. My heart goes out to Black Titanic. Absolutely. Vanessa, hi, how are you? Welcome to the chat, Mama Van. Make us a what else, what it's we ain't sleep with you last night. We appreciate you for being here. Finally caught a line. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Blessings to you, my dear. She needs to get off TV then. She's not mentally strong enough to handle what she asked for. It comes with the territory. I agree. Now, I'm not a TV person. I'm not on TV, right? But this is what I don't agree with, right? When they're on TV, we don't know how somebody gonna pull up on us, right? People paparazzi get us all the time, right? Paparazzi might be this way. When I'm in Walmart now that I'm a YouTuber, listen, I be telling my Zula, take your scarf off, girl. We can't be out here like that. Somebody might snipe a picture and send it to folks on YouTube, right? Look at Shaw out here looking crazy. However, we can't stop that. But there has to be some type of rules of dignity, right? We have to stay. Listen, we have to stand for something. I don't want to make a bunch of excuses nor go against what y'all saying, but we just have to think rational because one plus one has always been two, right? And when we're doing certain things to get our content, we just are responsible for the taste that we leave in people's mouth, right? And Stormy and her husband, what they said to her was very distasteful. I'm not discrediting that without a shadow of a doubt. I'm not even saying that Black Titanic did anything wrong. All I'm simply saying is if it would have been left, what is the explanation? And then you ask yourself, was it even worth it? Right? It was not worth it. Some stuff just not worth it because the time and the energy, she could have went somewhere like where she said she went to the courthouse and Melody kind of gave her a little wave. That's people that appreciate her presence, right? That's people that's not wishing any harm on her, who care about their job and their professionalism, who's not going to do anything to ruin that. So they're going to think more cautious and respectfully to the person that's filming. Now, Martell, on the other hand, if he would have walked in that courtroom and Black Titanic had her thing off, they probably would have been calling the police, right? Because we have to think, who is the person? We've been watching Stormy lose it for 9, 10 months now. Come on, guys. She is not a person I would have walked up on. That's all I'm simply saying. It's going to be a hell no because I'm trying to see Jesus. I'm not trying to see him early. When he calls me home, I'm going because I ain't got no choice. But for right now, I'm going to stay right here where he's allowing me to be is on earth. Stormy ain't taking me to see Jesus early. So all I'm saying is you got to be careful because you never know what somebody's snapping point or breaking point is. And you have to be careful because what's little to us may be big to somebody else. And that's the end of it right then and there. That's it. Hi, Patricia T. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We ain't sleep with you last night. Yes, Mama Van in the building. We give her hugs and kisses. Absolutely. I see y'all giving her all this love. I see y'all. Woo, child. Terry says exactly. Beautiful says hello. Okay, you guys are all speaking to my boo boo. Honey boo boo did not return. Child, listen at all. Those dang pick me's get on my dang on nerves. Yours and mine both, Patricia T. It's like y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all over here talking about something she messy. Y'all can't be confusing messiness with boundaries, okay? Boundaries had to be put in place because Martell was a walking zombie, okay? He was doing anything that he thought he can get away with it. So if she didn't put boundaries in place, which may appear to some messy, and I say it's not messy at all. It's called God didn't raise no fool. He didn't tell me to lay down and be nobody's doormat. He didn't tell me to lay down and let nobody rub mud all over my face willingly. What he said was, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, right? Which means that I don't fight this battle. You don't have to fight this battle. I got this thing for you. But faith without works are dead, which means that while you're believing, you have to work. And the work says that I'm going to set boundaries. And what the boundaries look like, they don't look ugly and scattered and mean. Those boundaries mean pleasant and peaceful. If you can be okay with the choices that you have made, that means you are in the right place. Okay? Because here's the thing. It may not be a season where they're going to come together collectively. It may be a later season, or it may never happen. It doesn't mean nobody wish anything happened bad or anybody. You have to accept where you are with your co-parenting, and where they are is not together right now. Everybody want to be like, well, it's the kid. Hell with the situation. Nobody has to put their life in jeopardy to say, I'm a good father. Ain't no good father better than Christ, okay? And he's a good father. And we got to stop giving all these accolades and rewards and medals to people that's undeserving of it. Because if we stop getting our butts up here on TV, on on different type of social media platforms, rewarding the nigga that ain't supposed to never be rewarded, then they'll stop actually thinking they good people when they terrible people. They'll really know that they're a bad person because they actually are. Okay, so stop telling these people they're good. You can't take the man out the father. It's either you a good man, and that boils down to you being a good father. It's impossible to be a good father but not a good man. I mean, like that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. You can't be a good father and be a terrible man. You have to say, I'm a terrible man, so I'm going to be a terrible father. Get yourself in check so that way you can be able to be a check father when you get there. Hell out of here. Y'all make excuses for anything. Fact of the matter is, he could have had his own party at his own home. I got you, boo. Don't worry about it, Carla. I'm gonna chop it up for you. On his week, but wants all the attention for himself. He is a yes, he is. Carla, point, that's it. Why are you at the door where her and her family at, where she's taking a woosah moment, celebrating the lives of her children and your children too? And everybody want to talk about good father. Well, that good father should have took his tail somewhere and said, you know what? I'm not even going to cause a scene right here at this party because one, I'm thinking of my children. Did you see Mariah when she turned around looking at the door where Melody and Martell was? She was looking like, what are my daddy or my mama out there talking about? If you cared, you wouldn't have showed up. If you cared, you wouldn't have walked through the party like, mommy don't want me here. I gotta go. If you cared, you would have not let production sucker you to bring your tail to a party that you were uninvited to, knowing dang on well Melody told you in production, we ain't doing this. So if you brought your butt back because you think you King Tucker, sir, you deserve to be put out where you were. And whatever happened, happened. It is what it is. And I would say that if it was Melody on the other end and she did some foolery like that, I would still say the same thing because we have to stop rewarding bad behavior. Stop telling these people they're good when they're really bad. Yes, it's a TV show. Yes, a lot of the stuff is edited. But Martell, his whole character is not edited. That dude is exactly who he portrays himself to be. He has not given us nothing different off camera or on camera. He has been the same jerk on camera and off camera. So why do we keep giving him all these accolades for the clown and sucker that he continues to exhibit it? No, no, sir, I can't do that for you. And now we're watching him on Real Housewives of Atlanta be the same needy uh, person that he is. I need all this attention, jumping in all these women conversations, arguing with a bunch of female, because he on this whole femaleish journey. Okay, you know what I really want to say, but I'm not. Okay, he's on this whole sucker vibe. You in business that ain't got nothing to do with you, like all this attention. Look at me, look at me. I'm Martell Hope. We saw you. We saw you when you decided to hold a whole relationship with somebody for 5 to 7 years outside of your marriage. We saw you when you decided to take 17,000 out of an account that did not belong to you. We see you, sucker. We saw you when you decided to go online and try to say the girl was bothering you when you was really bothering her. We saw you when you show up to different type of functions and fighting makeup artists and cursing everybody the hell out, mamas and daddies and people associated with her. We see you. What the hell you want, a damn crown? Stop it. Okay, let's go. Because y'all know I ride them. Oh, Lord have mercy. You guys speaking to Mother Man? All right. Plus, it looks like they cut so much from the scene. Yeah, you couldn't get a whole gist of it, Claudia. Um, Mel said Martell texted them some negative, something negative. Okay, overcomer. Allegedly, he sent a text telling them their mom made him leave. Nikki, didn't I just say it? And I didn't even read your comment. This dude remind me so much of somebody that I know. Listen, I could probably pick his car any day of the week. Me and Mel probably could have a conversation and you swear we would have slept with the same man. Okay? Listen, what I know is this is what they do. These dudes is retarded. You understand me? Like you be wondering, like, dang God. And look, now I laugh about it, but you have to be careful who you lay down and have kids with. Because baby, when them genes start, I'm dealing with something right now with my son. And let me understand you. If I didn't understand the power of prayer, I would be balled up in somebody's corner. But I know that I serve a faithful God. And I know that what my baby is going through, he's going to come out of it. He's going to come out of it whole. And I will not speak his daddy existence over him because he is not his daddy. He is nowhere near his daddy. He will not be his daddy. He will be the man that God created and molded him to be. And ain't nobody going to speak that mess over my baby's life. Because guess what? While he's sleeping, I'm praying. While we're driving in the car, I'm praying. While we're coming back in the car, I'm praying. When he get home and he sit at that dinner table, I'm praying. Because it was my choice to lay down and have children with this sucker. But what that means is that now it's a new creation that was born. I'm sorry I'm getting in my preaching thing, but when it comes to minds, I gotta make this thing make sense for the ones in the back that keep saying, let him be a part. Hell will let him be a part. Set a boundary. Set a boundary that will allow them kids to see less of the hillbilly, no good type of nigga that he is. Set a boundary would allow him just to be a father and nothing like what he's as exhibited in the marriage prior to. What the hell are y'all saying exactly? Okay? So you have to make sure that y'all are not speaking death over people's families while you're telling her, just giving them one more try. He done had 1,000 and he blew them. He don't get no more dang on tries. Point blank, period. Okay. He was in Atlanta by then. Yes, I heard that. Preach, sure, I got you, Cricket 22. You know I was coming with the facts, no fiction. Listen. T Mama, hi, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Per her cousin, he was escorted in by her male cousin to speak to the kids and immediately escorted out. Production didn't want us to see that. Of course not. Of course not. They like all this bull crap that's going on. He came off like a ghetto baby daddy and did. Hey Shar, what's up, Maritha? Make it do what it do, what it do. It was Melody time, not Martell. He knew that. Melody told him not to come multiple times. Exactly. Very disturbing. What Martell did when he exploited prayers. Absolutely. Pamela says Mel had to think of her and her family safety. Absolutely. The judge wanted them to try to co-parent, and now they all, including the judge, now no, it is impossible. It is. It's impossible. And here's the thing: like I said on my last live, the law is geared towards the law of the situation. It's not geared towards safety. So you have to really be not breaking the law, but I'm still going to abide by the rules. So if I'm not breaking the law, which hints to the phone number thing, I'll give you a phone number, but it's not going to be a phone number where you still get to harass and control and point and get this out there and get that out there and text me when you're not supposed to and who you with and why you doing it and pull up on me because you heard I was at the restaurant up the street. That's what the law do not do. You know what I mean? So we have to stop the foolery, okay? Mel had to think, okay, I think I read that one. All right, all right, all right. You guys are speaking. Plus, they look like they cut so much from the scene. Yes, they did, Claudia. Martell is a true narcissist and a horrible father, wanting all the attention placed on him. Carlos King is a low vibration person and showing Melody who he really is. Melody stop gives this loser a pass. Yep. But guess what? I don't even believe after watching her for this last week. Honestly, and I'm not saying this because you guys know I'm just for what's right, as you clearly saw with the Stormy situation. Stormy is not my first pick of a character, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And if I can rationalize with you, we're going to talk about it. It is what it is, right? Because I'm here just to talk. I'm not here to make friends. If you don't like me, that's cool. If you like me, that's even better. But I'm not here to make friends. I got a job to do, and that's just to get the message out there. Healing starts with you, right? With that being said, we just happen to be reviewing these shows and everything associated with that. And with that being said, I don't think that Melody is giving him a pass. I think now Carlos is in the rearview mirror of Melody, and this is just my opinion because me and Melody never had a conversation, right? But 1+1 has always been two. I think that Carlos sits in the rearview of Melody, and she's able to see him from afar. I don't think that his behavior or what he allows or disallows ever goes unknown. I think that she's thinking in the long term, and she's allowing it to be every T crossed and every I dotted before she gets the gist of where God will have her to go next. And that's just my honest opinion. So while it looks to us, the viewers, that he's getting away with something with all the shadiness, and maybe she goes and she has a conversation with him, and maybe they look a little bit too chummy to us, right? I don't believe that he's getting a pass. I believe she's watching him closely. Okay. Hi, Shar. I didn't sleep with you last night. Hi, Carmel girl. Absolutely not, honey. Absolutely not. They cut so much. Oh, Miss Vanessa says they cut so much and recognized so much. Boundaries were crossed and promises were broken. Absolutely, Miss Vanessa. And guess what? We ain't have to see it, right? But when like-minded people can really have a conversation or really look at that seat and say, there was something that we missed, right? We saw you standing there. You weren't standing there because he was acting like a great citizen or a good church father, right? You were standing there because obviously some type of rage was flaring up at some point. If it was all chummy and they were all calm and Melody was smiling and key in, I'm sure you would have never invaded because you're not even an invading parent, right? So I can only imagine what that looked like, right? From what we don't know. I think people make excuses just because they just an excuse type of person. But here's the thing: stop saying that love. He loved them kids, and that may all be true. We can't even say that, right? But love doesn't look like confusion, right? God is not the author of confusion. Love does not look like non-calm people. Love is kind, right? And if you can't be that, that means that you are doing the opposite of what you're saying you're doing. So we're not going to give you a pass for what you're not exhibiting. Point blank, period. Is a demon and he will do anything to for ratings. I agree. That wasn't her house. It's a storefront. They should have stayed inside if they were that scared. Call the police. I would have Rosa. If she's a threat, why not call the police? I thought about that too. I forgot to mention it in my last video. Why not call the police? If you guys are thinking she's a threat, you guys send out your own mouth that you know I should call the police. Call the police and let the police deal with it. That's your business. Do what you want to do. It could have been dealt with in so many different ways and so many different angles that we could have went with this. Stormy showed her character, plain and simple, and did. Black Titanic was set up. Someone gave a heads up that she was coming. Wow. Because ain't no way they knew she was coming up there. Wow, Carla. I agree. It could be something shady going on. Listen, we've seen it all before. Yeah, that was her cousin. She fake fired. Child, listen, I was waiting for you to respond, Mia. You mean to tell me she done fired that boy? And listen, y'all got to look at that. That shows a lot about her character. I would never ever for a view on a show or a spot on a show have a personal conversation with my cousin like that, right? I feel like that should have been a scene that was never even presented to be presented, right? That's my cousin. We blood. I'm not in the business of humiliating my family. You know what I mean? So mean that she fake fired him and he back at the child. Y'all got to do something better with y'all time instead of making stuff up. Too much. Stormy is an old edge because Karma is, let me see. Carmen is beginning to tap that A. That's where, listen, something is Maritha. Miss Van Martell is a whole joke. Yes, he is. He wanted to intrude on her party because he didn't want to pay for nothing. Whoop, child. Say it again. I forgot to say that one, but you're right about it. Yes, it was the same cousin she fired. Wow, Trevon. Sure, your view on the situation is a sound on. Thank you. I appreciate you. Carmel girl, you have her down pat. What she said. I know Miss Vanessa so much was I know Miss Vanessa so much was cut out, and I truly was looking forward to seeing you. Okay, child of God. Hello, healing with Shar. Hi, Miss Linda. Welcome to the chat. I'm sending love, kisses, and hugs. Welcome back. I appreciate you for being here. What's up? Bottom line, she handled the wrong this wrong and will lose money behind this shaking my D head. You have to be careful how you handle customers no matter what age they are. I agree, Mia. It's going to be a whole lot from it. Now, you know Stormy Gray get her paperwork together. Y'all just stay tuned, okay? Because trust me, it's coming. She too mad about this, and she really mad that it was recorded, okay? So she going to make sure that somebody feel this heat. That's why she's trying to call it harassing and stalking. She's very careful with her words, honey. Hey, Miss Cutie Pie, what's up? Hi, Flora. How are you? How are you? Welcome to the chat, babes. Welcome to the chat. I see you, Cutie Pie. Welcome to the chat. Hello, mods in chat. My fat fingers. It's all good. We here, whatever. When you have a business, people going to talk. Yes, they are about it, whether you good or bad, or have to take constructive criticism. There's always room for improvement, fake, rich, or not. We all want money. Say that again. We trying to get to the bag. Miss Linda is speaking. Boundaries, respect, and safety. And is Kwasan, is that your name? I'm sorry if I butchered it and put it in a blender, but that's what I do over here. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Story's Warehouse is not a store. They aren't selling products from the counter. Order from the website or contact directly if you need a bulk order. Didn't she explain her process to Destiny? I don't know if she did or she did. She didn't. I'm just going by what she said and what the chat is saying. I don't even know. And over here, I don't speak on what I don't know. But thank you for your comment. I appreciate you. I agree with you, Char, on the BT and Stormy situation. I see both sides, sis. That's all I'm saying, Bridget. Let's look at it from a clear view, a clear lens, okay? Store or not, you don't talk to no customers like that. Absolutely not. You never know who people know. It could make a break or business. Yes, it could. You're right about it. The review hour says, in my opinion, it probably could have been handled better or on both sides. Hopefully, the both of them can just walk away from what happened and just start over with a clean slate. I like that. The review hour. I like that. I genuinely do, and just move forward. I agree. People make mistakes daily and do. She should have had a sign stating the obvious. I agree. Y'all be wait a minute. Y'all, we would not want people running up to Mel House trying to purchase her skincare line. Let's be real. Who said that? Pamela, thank you. Thank you. It's just the way we do things. Purchase her skincare line. Let's be real about that. We all see her at home packing the line. No, I don't care for Stormy, in my opinion. Just make rational out. Just be rational about it. I agree with you, Pamela. Miss BT had 2,500 to shop on behalf of her elderly friends, and Stormy missed the mark. Our prayers are being answered for Melody and her children, and to include Miss Van and everyone connected to Melody. Absolutely, Flora. Pamela Parker, apparently they do sell stuff directly from the warehouse. Why would some people go up there to purchase the stuff, but when BT comes, they set it off? Yeah, something definitely fishy about that. If you guys are saying that she does it from the warehouse on numerous occasions, just when Black Titanic showed up, she changed and flipped her program. Something definitely would be fishy about that. But I don't know, so I don't like to speak on what I don't know. We were promised one thing, but production keeps showing us that they are liars. Why do people keep going back to see what we know are lies? You're right about it, Tanja. I haven't seen the show lately. I've just been catching the clips, not because I'm blacking out, not because I'm trying to miss the show, but Mama is doing Mama things. And on a Saturday, I am asleep by 8 o'clock, honey, or I am driving somewhere across town and I am exhausted when I return. So I haven't been able to catch it, but I am praying for all involved. At least what I can see, I can speak on. He already said on numerous occasions that he don't co-parent well. If you knew this, why would you go there? Say that again, Peggy. Make it make sense. It doesn't. It definitely doesn't. Let me get you. Hold on. Where you at? I had you here, Peggy. Oh, here we go. He went empty. He went empty-handed. That was for selfish reasons. I couldn't agree with you more. Where's the gift at? You showed up, you ain't got nothing. At least if you at the door that you ain't supposed to be at, you could plead your case. Like, I got gifts for my child. You ain't had nothing. Child, listen. Mel would not have cursed out two senior citizens. No, she wouldn't have. 123 watching. If you are enjoying this content, please match those numbers by highlighting. It is free, and thank you if you are in the bushes secretly highlight. We ain't got to tell nobody. Thank you so much, Tanja. Carla says, Peggy, exactly. So why would you come there then if y'all don't co-parent well? He's so full of it, and he is. 3R Drell. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I thank you for the $5 super sticker. AC Wilson says yes, absolutely. Patricia says I agree. Will not talk to my dog like that at all. The fact of the matter is Martell didn't have any presents in his hand, and he could have picked them up later. That's all we're saying. I presume that the editing of the show depicts Martell and other cast members at their best. I would hate to see them at their worst. Hi, May. Welcome to the chat, babes. You better preach. I got you, boo. Prayer works. Absolutely. Say it, sure. I got you, Travanisa. You know I'm here for whatever. Yes, thank you for the super sticker. Say it loud. Wait a minute. Say it loud for the people in the back. I got you, Cricket 22. I'm gonna make it make sense, honey. Letitia, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Preach, girl. I got you, boo. That's what I'm here for. Make it make sense, honey. Shar, please tell me why does Melody keep filming with this guy if Carlos and Martell are in the same bed? Woo, child. Not you put them in the same bed. Wait a minute. You caught me off guard. Usually I try to skim through the comment without before I even start reading it. But child, you caught me off guard with this one, honey. Let me try to read it clean cut, okay? Hold on, I gotta go back and rewind. Child, listen, you almost caught me slipping. Sure, please tell me why does Melody keep feeling with this guy? If Carlos and Martell are allegedly somewhat hanging around in the same thing that you sleep in, okay? It's all about ratings. Why does Melody tolerate this? She still cuddles Martell. Listen, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that it has a matter of doing what she don't want to do or what she, I believe if it wasn't, how you say it, if it wasn't, I don't think it's as big as we making it, right? I don't think she's as affected by it as we make it, right? I think where we are, she's probably already moved from. So why it's like such a big deal from us. Remember that we're only seeing segments and pieces of the show. So if there was any type of safety precautions or other things that happen in between, we probably would never know. So we are assuming that nothing happened or that things weren't put into place to protect her or that she allowed things to be copacetic. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. Does that make sense? Hi, Gwen. How are you? And welcome to the chat. We ain't sleep with you last night. Me, Linda King. Hi, welcome to the chat. Everyone says he's a good father. Should shout the hell out. Should shut the hell up. He's not exactly. A good father wouldn't put his children through that. Absolutely, I agree with you. I heard OWN did a poll. Shame on them. Who was right, Mel or Martell? Did they, Peggy? Tacky. Okay, Shark is making it do what it do, what it do, what it do. Still calling the ace of eights and a spade a spade. Go off, Shark. I'm here, Betty. I'm here. Everybody want the attention on Martell and Melody so they won't be on the spot. He keep falling for it, dummy. Ooh, Mia, call him again, sis. I feel she keeps seeing him in the natural. However, she is dealing with it demonic forces. Tandra, good point. Hello, everyone. Hi, Olivia. Welcome to the chat. CRJ says, in my opinion, Mel said it all. It was just a setup with Martell in production so he could have a moment on the camera. Sadly, he didn't care about the kids, just causing misery, and production helped him. Absolutely. You made a good point. Let me leave you right there for a minute. So the ones in the back could catch that thing, okay? Why can't they use that co parenting app such as Talking Parents to communicate? He does not need. Wait, you said put him on the app? Child, listen. He don't need to communicate with her at all. He does not need her phone number. He can use the app. Put him on the app. Put him on the app. But Shar didn't want a Melanie family members or close friends tell her to get an order of protection, and still she didn't do it. Why not yell at wait a minute? Why yell at the top of her lungs about his abuse? She has daughters. I don't know. That would be something that she has to answer. I don't know. Because here's the thing, I'm coming from a situation, right? You guys know this is my second marriage, right? But my first marriage, it was brutal, right? And thank God that a lot of stuff that I went through, my children do not remember. But I know that in different kinds of situations, I probably should have acted a lot faster, and I did not. I wasn't strong enough to do it. Now, I'm not saying that that's her case, but nobody can answer it because while my sister and them probably was looking at me like, girl, you dumb as hell. Why you keep dealing with this dude? Why you keep playing with this dude? Hell with the kids. I just was not strong enough, right? So I don't know her reason, and probably that's probably an answer only she can answer. And I don't know. That's all I can say. But you have a good point. The app documents all communication for both parents. Wow, I gotta look into this app. I don't have a person, or my kids are not young enough where I have to communicate with this dude, but where I have to communicate with this dude, but where I have to communicate with this dude. But if they were, I would probably, I have to check the app out. Okay, let's see. I've been on here for an hour, way more than I need to be, honey. Hey Jazz Tripping, what's up? Hey Shard Chat. Yes, Stormy was out of control, but Black Titanic needs to be careful. I couldn't agree with you more. Hi Rod, welcome to the chat. Oh my God, you guys are blessing me today. She has signed a document to not take cast members to each other. Wait a minute. She has signed a document to not take cast members to each other. What you saying, Rod? I missed it. Either I butchered it or something is missing. But let me know. Retype it. Obviously, Carlos and production edited to try to present the narrative they want. I can agree with you. Miss Reese, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Hey, Shar and chat. What's up? Make it do what it do. We ain't sleep with you last night. I don't wish bad on anyone, but he needs to be stopped. This show is all about abuse. He shouldn't be allowed to film with her. Yeah, I think, listen, after seeing Stormy in this situation and her having that meltdown, which is very likely that she could be going through something behind the scenes, and seeing Martell and his rage, I think that maybe before the season start filming again, I think that everybody should be required to do a mental evaluation. I think that will allow them to recognize the space that these people are in before they start filming, and it will probably put a better taste in a lot of people's mouth, the viewers and the characters themselves. I just That's just what I just came up to while I was looking at this thing with Stormy. Fire Martell. Ross said, "Get him the hell up out of here, honey." Travanese says Carlos was fired from Bravo, but NBC Universal banned him, and that speaks volumes. Did really, Travanisa? You taught me something new today. I guess you learn something new every day. He likes ratchetness. Yep. Hence to why he keep doing all these interviews and going back and forth and being on everybody's team. Who team are you for? Okay, like you ain't even gotta be team where you can't have a conversation with different people, but you be just messy. I can't. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. In my opinion, own condones violence towards women. Good point. You guys are all speaking. Courtney knew she was coming because the dog started barking. Oh, okay, Audrey. Um, Let me see, because the dog started barking and they looked out the window. They saw her and decided to come outside and to confront the elder. Stormy knew of Black Titanic. Okay, makes a lot of sense. Delilah, welcome to the chat, babes. I think I spoke already, but if I didn't, don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my head. However, God is the only one I feel can stop him. Stop him, absolutely. Ross says Martell brings negative energy to the show. I could agree with you. BT is loved and respected by thousands. Wrong road, Stormy. This will bite you in your pocketbook. Ooh, child. You know she's gonna try to get ahead of it first. In my opinion, it's beyond ratchetness. Carlos is ruthless and dangerous. Child, listen, I'm just here for whatever. Martell is dealing with all kinds of devilish spirits, and those around him need to be real careful. Melanie knows what this fool is dealing with. That's why she stays prayed up, in my opinion. And allegedly, just tripping, you made a good point. Hershey 85 says this is not going to be good for Stormy, period. Ooh, I love the different type of viewpoints, guys. You guys are making a lot of points. Stormy can do what she wants, but Black Titanic has a daughter and a legal system in Alabama. Does she? I don't want Black Titanic to only do her reporting at the court system. Wait a minute. I don't want Black Titanic to only do her reporting at the court system. They all live at the court. Got you. Um, Yes, God does not like ugly, and Stormy and Courtney were very ugly to Black Titanic. It made no sense at all to treat anyone like that. I agree with you, Vina. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Regardless of what Melody and did, people would have a problem. He should not have to come. He should not have came. Yes, absolutely, Nicole. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. He tried to take the daughters from Mel on her birthday, knowing Mel been planned and paid for the girls' skating party. He does a lot of underhanded stupidity. You know what I mean? Just stupid stuff. Hey, Slick, welcome to the chat. Hello, Shar and chat. He is not supposed to refer. Interfere with Melody time with the children court orders. Yeah, he was pulling a slick one. That's what I'm saying. You make things complicated for what? Why you got to do all that? Martell said Mel don't have time for the children, but when she does, he has a problem with that too. He does. CRJ says we'll continue to interfere because nothing ever happens when he violates the court orders. I couldn't agree with you more. He wants Mariah to babysit Knox and the new baby. Not in the new baby, Rod. Stop playing. Check in and click that like button. Thank you so much, ADR. We appreciate you for being here. Welcome to the chat. Joyce says, Shar and chat. What's up, Joyce? Make it do what it do, what it do. Hey, Belle, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Carlos is turned by, wait a minute, turned on by Marty. Ooh, child. Anger? Oh, man. Martell admitted Mel has called the police on him. Yes, he did, Slick, several times, and nothing has been done. That's why he think he can keep doing it. Already addressed in the code. Wait a minute. Already addressed in the code her attempts to get a TPO on her last live IG. Yes, she did. where the lady also came on to inform her sister were deleted by DV. But what Mel implied was heartbreaking. I saw that, ADR. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, they be tripping. I be ready to go full throttle. Not even just because it's Mel. It's just like y'all gotta stop with the foolishness. Hello, Miss Van. Yes, didn't Carlos say Cass could refuse to do some things that's been proven to be false now? Strong arm Mel and refuse to listen. Set that whole thing up. Shameful. I couldn't agree with you more. Melody says she had security when filming with Martell. And that's another thing, right? You gotta have security for your baby dad. That's tacky. And it's embarrassing. It's humiliating. But again, safety first. You're not trustworthy to treat her like she's supposed to be treated while filming or outside of filming. You like one of them people that you be meeting me at the car because you don't like what I said. So I don't blame her for getting some type of security. It's tacky. And y'all think she should be around this man? Hell with y'all, man. Sorry to hear that, Miss Van. Yes, Mama, it makes sense. The teen woman all day, and I watch my friends go through this. I have a friend that handled her husband. It's called the third rail. Thank you, because I live in Harlem, New York. By the subway. I like that. Thank you for breaking it down for me. No harm intended. I love it. Security is not enough for Martell. She needs the bodyguards for crazy Martell. Those demons are strong. Woo, rah, let them know. Saying so we see that Mel is keeping Mel away from Mart. Then asks who was right this occasion, Mart or Mel. Okay, you talk about the thing that Own put up. That was crazy. I ain't even see it, but somebody just mentioned it in the chat. That's real crazy because they think it's a joke because it's not their own lives. Um, I don't want to butcher your name, but welcome to the chat. I'm sorry, I can't say it, I can't pronounce it, but welcome to the chat. We appreciate you for being here. Martell is dangerous and scares me. I'm afraid for Melody. He is the type that will try to delete a woman's life. I could not agree with you more. We ain't sleep with you last night. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I wouldn't trust any security on a range. Now, was it own security or is it Mel's own security? If that makes sense, let me know because I didn't hear whose security it was. I just heard her say that it's to the point now she has to have security. So let me know if it's own that gave her the security or is it her own security. I'm sorry as well, Shar, you went through that. It really hurts my heart to hear women give love a try and get brutalized in the end. So not fair. Now these black dudes are hating on Ebony K. Listen, it's all good. Don't be sorry. These were so many years ago. That's why I'm able to share them now. But the man, stuff shows up, right? With kids, when you're parenting, you don't know when your season is going to come and which kid is going to go through what when it happens, right? You just got to be ready for whatever. I always tell the enemy, if you come up against mine, I was ready before you got here, okay? Because they got a praying mama, all right? So I'll be ready before the enemy, and I can even see the plot of the enemy before it even formed. Okay, so these were so many years ago, but as children go through different types of stages of life, different type of avenues of life, we never know what's going to come back to them. And it's our job to make sure that we pray every possession of the demon himself out of our children. Does that make sense? Not she and her own private armed security. Okay, okay, okay. The police and Martell friends, they are not going to do anything about this behavior. That's what I heard somebody else say, Bella. The gag is he didn't even come back to get the daughter that he wanted to celebrate so badly. Yeah, he ain't ish. I agree with you. We all gagging, honey. We all gagging. All right. Typo on poll. I got you. I knew what you meant because somebody else had just said it. ADR. I got you. Violence against women needs to stop ASAP. I will catch the replay. Just got in from work. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate you. Welcome to the chat, babes. 141 watching and 139 likes. Great job, chat. Yes, they understood the assignment. Keep now saying that Marty acts like a stereotypical over the top bitter baby mama, the kid that be doing the mostest. ADR, you right about it. Product was behind Martell. Production was behind Martell popping up at that party for sure. Last year, when it wasn't a big filming, he didn't show exactly. Sure, you 69 minutes into this chat. Yes, honey, I'm almost done. I'm almost done, Lee. I promise you be keeping me on my time frame. Carlos airing this scene with Martell crashes the kids' party is evidence against him. Absolutely. I'm sorry I missed this live. It's a treat when Shar goes live. Oh, Lee, I appreciate you. It's okay. The replay will be here. I try to make it as tasteful as possible and fun as possible and real as possible. No one should. I got you. Hey, Miss Linda, Stormy already put out a public statement. I saw that. Bugging out with Knox. And a new baby. He wants Mariah to babysit poor children. Y'all has got me cracking up with this new baby. Mariah ain't babysitting nobody. Mariah is busy on field trips with her friends, okay? She say they will provide security. I wouldn't trust them. I'll have my own too. Yes, I agree. Okay, you guys are all speaking. Come to Jesus and be saved. Hi, James. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Repent and believe the gospel. What we talking about, James? I know we talking about Jesus, but what we talking about? Like, you know what? Never mind. Welcome to the chat. We appreciate you for being here. Um, Miss you. I will be back soon. Who said that? Miss Linda? Okay, got you. Stormy can hang it up. Yes, 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 yes. All right, guys, that's my time. I'm a little bit over my time, but I appreciate you all for your time. I love your checkmates. Until next time, if you are here under the sound of my voice, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I believe we're about I don't even know. But we're almost at our 5K, and I want to do my 4 giveaways of $50. So let's be a blessing. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I promise you won't be disappointed. Listen, I'm not against anybody. I'm not on anybody's team, but I'm for what's right and what's wrong. And as long as I can make sense of it and rationalize it, I think it's newsworthy and it's worth talking about. But I love all people. All people are God people. Until next time. Bye.